This is an introduction to SpeechPathology.com and SimuCase. SpeechPathology.com is an online continuing education website for speech-language pathologists that also has many courses that are appropriate for SLP and SLPA students and SLPAs when you enter the field. So this is a site that you have a subscription to through Mitchell Technical Institute during your program, but then is something that you might consider subscribing to after you graduate to help you earn CEUs and to learn more about the particular topics in screening and intervention that you are going to encounter when you have a new student who enters the caseload that you are assisting your SLP with. So you have a document in course materials handouts that is called SimuCase Login MTI 2013.pdf, and you're going to want to open that and have it out in front of you or print it out when you go to sign up for SimuCase and SpeechPathology.com. And you can see there are really only 3 steps that you need to go through, and you need to know the promotional code. Okay, so I'm going to minimize that, and I'm already signed in here, but the instructions asked you to go to SimuCase, and if I were not signed in, then it would have a screen here for you to enter in all of your information, and then actually you would click on Buy Now and then enter in your information, and then you would go to the next screen and enter in your promotional code, and you should be able then to get into SpeechPathology.com and SimuCase. So SimuCase, since we're here, we'll talk about for just a little bit, is a set of virtual case studies. So the people at SimuCase took real clients, and most of them are children, and they did recording with them, and they built up a database to make a computer simulation. And all of them that you see here right now are assessments. So these are used by speech pathology students to help them improve their decision making in assessment skills. And we might use portions of these cases. For example, if we're talking about cultural and linguistic diversity, I might ask you to go in and do just one part of Dora's case and then to discuss it, or to submit a screenshot of something to me, or to upload a report. Okay? And you'll figure out how to do those things as we go along. SimuCase is now developing 2 cases specifically for Mitchell Technical Institute and speech-language pathology assistant students. So this is extremely cool because these are the first simulation computer case studies for speech-language pathology assistants. So instead of focusing on assessment, your case studies are going to focus on screening and on therapy. So there will be one screening case, and his name is Ben, and he's 5 years old, and you'll do his work during your screening course in your final semester. And then we also have Anna, who should be ready any day now, and Anna is 4 years old and has an articulation disorder, and you will implement therapy with her. I want you to understand that when we do SimuCase case studies, especially Ben and Anna, these are not designed for you to master in one trial or in 10 or even 30 or 60 minutes. These are case studies that you are going to go into multiple times throughout the semester. You're going to submit the study, see how you did, and analyze the decisions you make, and then go back in again and see if you can improve your decision-making skills. So this is a long project. Don't get frustrated with them. Don't expect to be done in a day. Okay? And remember, SimuCase studies are pretty much something you're going to be doing as an SLPA 2 student in your 200 level courses. Okay? So then let's go back to the main SpeechPathology.com page. The continuing education section, I'm not sure if that's going to be there in your student membership, but Career Center will be there, and there are opportunities for you to sign up for job alerts and to search, not to search resumes, but to post your resume. There we go, upload your resume. And then the SimuCase that we just went through. And the student union section is where you're going to go. And so if I just click on online courses there, you can see that there are 558 courses available just in the student union section alone. Some of them are audio, some of them are text courses, some of them are video courses with a PowerPoint and maybe some video samples in there as well. So if I go to this lesson for SLPA 220, and I don't want anybody to panic here because we were late getting codes for Simucase, so it's not like anybody is late with this, but you'll see number 5 here says watch one of the following video presentations from SpeechPathology.com and complete the exam following the course. And they're listed there by number and by title. And so I'm going to select 5778, Multilingual Matters for Monolingual SLPs, Best Practices 101, 5778. So I'll just come back here and I'll type it in. And then it shows up over here for me. And to start it, I would just click Start the Course. Now, when you start the course, then you will be able to access a handout and print that off or save it to your computer and take notes on it. And then following completion of the course, you can take the exam. The exam is 10 questions and they're all multiple choice. These are not incredibly difficult exams, but they will count for credit in some of your courses according to the lesson content for that course. So that is just a quick and dirty introduction to SpeechPathology.com. Know that throughout the semester, throughout the year, you can also watch other courses that have not been assigned to you. So if you are working as an SLPA or a paraprofessional and you encounter a child with a particular disorder, you can look on SpeechPathology.com, see if there is a course about that particular disorder, and go ahead and sign up and take it.